The following game has not been rated by the ESRB. However, it does contain light to moderate amount of combat, as well as things exploding and an active volcano, which, well, kills everything that is not hiding. So, figure probably around, if it were to get an ESRB rating, probably around teen or so. So, with that in mind, anyone under the age of 13 or so probably should not be watching this video. Also, furthermore, this game is technically still in early access. That means this game is not complete. So therefore, what you will see in the following video may not reflect the final product that is eventually finished. You have been warned. Greetings and salutations. I am Outlier and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we are returning back to Volcanoids. So the premise of Volcanoids is that you're exploring a volcanic island that your civilization used to have settled. So basically they settled the island, built towns and cities and workshops and all that fun stuff. And then the volcano erupted and a pyroclastic flow basically wiped everybody who was still currently on the island, well, clean off of it. In the they managed to escape with their lives type of scenario. So you've been sent to the island to see if it's fit for habitation again, and it turns out it is in fact fit for habitation, because it is inhabited by an innumerable and endless army of robotic soldiers known as cogs. Yes, I think they're soldiers. All they basically do is just run around and attack you. So I'm assuming they're militaristic. And in the backdrop of this one-man war of you against an endless horde of robotic soldiers is the volcano itself, because it's still active, it's still erupting like clockwork. It's still wiping clean the entire surface and any underground caves-like systems of both you and the cogs. And the only solace anybody has against the volcano is a highly customizable, semi-mobile field base known as a drill ship. And early on in the game, in fact, it's pretty much quest number 1, right after the walking around and turning around tutorial, if they have those tutorials. Is to basically procure yourself a drill ship. And on easy setting, it's just basically walk in, plug in the keys, turn it on, whereas in the higher settings, which I'm not crazy enough to attempt, you basically have to steal one from the cogs. And then you go about basically demolishing the cog infrastructure in an attempt to take back the island from them. Because apparently, in addition to seeing if the island's fit for habitation, we also have to conquer it from somebody who I'm assuming took it from us. They may be the ones behind activating the volcano and keeping it erupting. Although, if that is the case, they haven't really gone into the storyline of that angle all that much. At least not yet. I should point out that this game is flagged as part of Steam's Early Access program. What that means is that this game is currently in the middle of development, and while there is enough to uh, play and record and make videos of, it's not fully complete. If you haven't seen last episode and the episode prior to that one, the developers had finished an update which added extra turrets. No, it didn't add extra turrets, I'm sorry. It added the ability to manually control the turrets, as well as making the drill ship even more customizable and changing the drill based upon the level that the drill currently is. So, you upgrade it from levels 1 to 2, the drill changes. From 2 to 3, the drill changes again. From 3 to 4, I'm assuming it changes again, but I haven't actually gotten that far yet. I'm in the process of that. But as an added disclaimer, given the fact that they're still working on this game, the events and happenings that you see in this video may not fully reflect that of the final product. And with that disclaimer out of the way, all that's left is to say that this game is, of course, made by... Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin. Alright, and here we are in the drill ship, or as I like to call it, the Auger. Now, I should point out that I haven't really played between last episode and now. And if you haven't seen last episode, my task is to approach an enemy drill ship and basically attack it. It's a tier 4 drill ship. It's basically, as far as I know, their flagship. And while every other drill ship I've had to assault and destroy required that I acquire its drill parts to upgrade the Auger with a new and better and shinier drill, and this time I need its hull, because where we're going is essentially, as far as I know, the heart of the volcano. And in order to do that, I need to have the hull basically, well, survive lava environment, which, while it can cross through lava without completely and utterly melting instantaneously, it can't survive in lava for a significant period of time. And I tried assaulting the drill ship at midpoint tail end of last episode and failed horribly. In fact, the roof is still busted from the last attempt. Also, I lost one of my Gatling turrets and basically everything on this side of the front part of the Auger. I don't know if... I mean... yeah, that turret's damaged. Apparently I'm running low on turret ammo. I'm thinking that all the ammo was in the storage compartment that got destroyed. So let's get the drill ship below ground, because I got less than 4 minutes before the volcano erupts again. And I need to rebuild the Auger. Well, effectively repair it. I'm always stopping to effect repairs, I know. And I had meant to do most, if not all of this in between last episode and now, but as usual, I just plain old forgot. So I'm literally right where I left off, and here's another drill ship. A tier 2 military drill ship, just waiting for God knows what. Gonna help myself to all of this stuff. I'll leave this behind because I don't really need tier 1 production research right now. So as far as I know, I don't need it. I will double back to the coal, because the Auger is powered by a steam engine, and it always hungers for coal. And here we go through lava, and as you saw, the temperature just suddenly spike. But it was cold enough and small enough I was able to get through before the hull overheated and I started to melt the auger again. Oh, look, more coal. Some crystals. I don't think I need crystal. I don't think I need it. Could be mistaken. Also don't think I need iron, but I'm going to pick up the iron anyway, just in case. Alright, so I'm going to need a ridiculously large supply of titanium. And probably diamonds. Yeah, and now I have to hide from the eruption, which is going to happen in about 2 minutes. That's the way back to the surface. This is the way to the tunnels. And now I'm getting alerts to hide from the eruption. And since I got 20 seconds left, if I just pop up the periscope, volcano. Although what I should probably do is actually go back and grab that remaining titanium, because as soon as the volcano erupts, everything is going to reset, and I'm fairly certain I won't have time to watch the volcano, even though in about 2 seconds it goes boom. Oops. Anyway, that's the volcano erupting, big mushroom cloud you don't have to worry about, as usual. What you do have to worry about is this pyroclastic flow, which just hit the periscope, and turns everything from green to gray. If I just exit out of that real quick, down right here, pop 20 of you out, get back on here, try to grab this, and I think it reset before I had a chance to grab it. Oh well. Grab 20 more coal. And inventory is once again filled. Remove you guys. Alright, so it wants me to go to Cog Hills to target the enemy drill ship, which is over on Lakeview. Now, last time I was here, it spawned at Cog Hills and I popped up at Lakeview. And it's hard to see from this angle, but Lakeview is lower than Cog Hills, so it's literally fighting an uphill battle. It didn't go well, suffice to say. So this is my target. This is the flagship, as far as I know, the flagship of the Cog Army. Cog Hill is somewhere up there. So that's what I got to deal with, and I basically have to deal with fixing the auger first. And so the auger, in its, as much as I could upgrade it, wasn't enough. In fact, I'm basically still licking the wounds, as it were, and just gathering resources right now just to effect repairs. Grabbing everything and anything that I could probably use to make titanium, including scrap metal and ore. Things like the transmissions are an added bonus, truth be told. Grab another 20 coal. Probably going to tell me I can't fit that anyway. Oh no, I can. Okay. get twice as much titanium from the titanium scrap as I do the ore, so if I had to choose between getting more ore and getting the scrap, I'd probably actually go for the scrap. But now that I would assume we have at least a decent supply of titanium, I would say I would go to Mountain View, but somebody already set up shop there. And I'm glad they cannot actually see the periscope. So we're going to have to go further afield. It's actually buried below ground, because there's even more titanium here, which I just can't grab. And since we're technically in what passes for the area known as Area 2, it's mostly iron and crystals and iron scrap as opposed to titanium scrap, so I don't really need most of the resources found in this area. I mean, I always need coal. The Auger ever hungers for it. Well, I got over 200 units of coal. In fact, it's mostly what's taking up the inventory of the drill ship, which is why every time I pick up something new, I have to stop and make room for it. But as far as I know, we should be safe down here. I already took out the laser drill, which was powering all the cogs in Area 2, and other than one last remaining drill ship, which is just in this area for, to be honest, I'm not exactly certain, but there's always one drill ship left in the area. I guess so that way you're never truly safe. But other than that one drill ship, that's pretty much it, so. Let me turn on production. Turn on refining. Right. Research is in the next cabin. Then we arrive all the way back in the tail. So, as far as I know, these turrets back here are fine. Alright, so no material to make health packs or armor or mortar shells, by the looks of it. Nor for because I'm completely out of copper. And I have 6 units of copper right in here, so. Let me just pile everything back I had to take out of standard storage. Yeah, and they already use, and the manufacturing module, refining modules, they already burned through all of the iron ore, and the production module already burned through all of the iron, just to make bolts. Because that's the order I have it set up in. And breach kits and module repair kits both need basic resources, so I'm always going to need resources. Basically, it's like copper plates and tubes and plates, so. I also need iron plates to make this thing. So actually, I do need iron. So I do need to be in this area, and let's walk out the one single door I got. Because I'm in the area, this is the tier 3 drill, by the way. So I'm in the area where iron should be prevalent, and I could technically just wander about looking for iron out in here. Of course, let's be honest, it's probably going to be easier if I pack up the drill ship again. you know, pop back up to the surface and see if there's an entire mine of iron. Let me just close all the doors because I'm crazy like that, even though I technically got 15 minutes left. For thematic purposes, I like making certain all the doors are closed before I rig the auger for dive. And luckily, because this thing's built like a snake, everything's in pretty much just a straight line, which is part of the reason why I have so many doors. I mean, here's some iron right here. Just heading back up top. There's even more iron. And even some iron scrap. Alright, now that we're back up top, open power, open cargo, and open turret control. Thought I closed this door. That's worrisome. Anywho. I mean, I'll keep refining clothes for now, just simply because I just don't feel like walking that far back. And I know that there's, my map got blown up, didn't it? Did I? So I could have sworn there was a map in this general area. Yeah, it's not, but everything is green now, so... let's go looking. Guess you can't run with the minigun equipped. Oh look, fresh iron. Even more iron. In fact, that might actually be an entire mine of iron. Yeah, so I think that's the auger over there, which makes that forked smokestack, I think, also part of the auger. Alright, so I'm mistaken. This is not an iron mine, this is a coal mine. I mean, useful. You know, the auger ever hungers for coal. I won't say no to more coal. So what's the button for flashlight again? But then I remembered it's N. Alright, well, this technically, I mean, I got plenty of coal. And, you know, while I won't mind grabbing more coal and finding an entire mine of it, you know, I'm looking for iron, and this is not iron, so... Okay, so that smokestack is the defensive drill ship that's in this area. This is just landscape. Alright, so that's the coal mine. Is there an iron mine anywhere around here? That's a submarine. Just a harbor. So I'm guessing this whole area is Area 2. Considering that's a sulfur vein. And apparently there is a sulfur mine. So... I mean, to be fair, I didn't actually spend much time exploring on foot. Mostly because in Area 2 it was basically being swarmed by cog after cog after cog. So it's pretty much poke my head up, blow up whatever I needed to do to fight the cogs, and then flee. So I guess I go exploring this time. We'll finally see what's in this general vicinity now that it's quiet enough to actually do so. While also remembering that I got about 7 minutes before the volcano erupts. And in addition to iron, I still need copper because all the good basic equipment still requires copper, like the repair supplies and the breach kits, which are basically the repair supplies for the hull. You know, a lot of the look, a blast shelter, but a lot of the basic ammo for everything still requires copper and sulfur and. Random banner. No, I don't think I need the banner. Where would I put it other than the drill ship? And the Auger's already got plenty of stuff hanging off of its walls. Alright, so... I mean, the Auger's down there, and I'm probably going to be closer to the shore site. So let me remote drop the Auger. Grab the iron that I'm practically staring directly at. And realize that I got about 5 minutes to get the auger back up topside, get in, and get it back down. So let me grab this iron. Then get to the shore location so I can call the auger to me. And as we see, it's heading this way. Taking a slightly roundabout way, but it's getting there. And here it comes. And my inventory is completely filled. Well, okay then. Just toss 2 grenades. Stack those with these. Then I got 1 more spot left for a few little more chunks of iron. Alright, so is the auger up yet? Yes, it is. Just in time, too. And no mistake, I grabbed quite a bit of iron, so. Yeah, I grabbed 91 units of iron. Just by running around, so. It's not like I have no iron left. Alright, so I'm going to give it a couple minutes to turn the iron into, well, the iron ore into ingots, which should net me the various parts that need to build the various parts, and I'm more or less looking for this control surface. So I can put that in there, and then I can remotely activate all of my facilities without having to go to each individual module. And the volcano's about to erupt again because it's 25 minutes between eruptions, and so we drop the auger. Alright, so I should have enough iron for everything that I need in the near future purposes. So now I gotta get a whole pile of copper. So while I'm waiting for the eruption, let's actually head back to Area 1. If I can find the bridge to it. Oh look, more iron. Just sneak in and grab this stuff. This iron. There's the bridge. And inventory is full, so can't grab the sulfur. Pop those out. Grab the sulfur and be on my way. Let me guess. Also, no room in inventory. almost missed the eruption. I mean, I've seen it countless times before, but, you know, on the coastline's a new look for it. But, Wall of Grey Death is still the same Wall of Grey Death, so... I wonder what all these waves of ash are actually doing to the ocean. I do wonder that. But now it is all grey. And all the underground goodies have changed. Just grab this. And this. And remove quite a bit of coal because it's the modules that actually use the coal for power. And by that I mean it's the coal plants that use the coal for power, and power is only used by the modules, not the drill ship itself, at least not yet. So I only really need coal when things are on and active. And it's not like I'm tossing the coal. I'm shoving it in my pockets for the easy ability of getting more copper. So that's the harbor right there. So let's pop up at the safe grounds. Once I get all the copper in the immediate vicinity. Yeah, I mean, I can't even see the auger. It's just a fog of ash. They included the ash fog in the most recent update, and you gotta figure it can't be all that easy to breathe in, so I wonder if they're gonna add in like an oxygen mechanic eventually. And with it, a breathing apparatus, so that way... I forgot to turn the auger on, didn't I? I mean, technically don't need it on, even though it says safe grounds, and originally there were cogs that would show up to attack me. Area 1 just has one Tier 2, I think, military drill ship, so... And those cogs basically stay there to protect it, and I guess it's just around watching the submarine and trying to track my own personal movements. So... not really known for attacking me personally. Okay, so wrong button. The copper mine should be up in this area. Yeah, here we are. You gotta figure bringing in all this ash is probably not a good idea. But what do I know? I just play the game. Alright, hopefully there's actually copper here. Now there's some copper, so not a complete loss. Of course, I forgot to put the coal back, so pockets are going to get filled relatively quickly. Any copper back here? Nope. Okay then. There's a whole bunch back here though. And by a bunch I mean a small amount, but every little bit helps. Now every chunk of copper is one more ingot, and every additional ingot is one more bolt or tube or plate that I have to make everything else Alright, so I got 44 units of copper right now. And it looks like the fog may have subsided. Of course, it also looks like it's nighttime, so who knows. Certainly cloudy. I don't think I need the shoulder light out here. The fog's gone by now. And my inventory is once again full. So, back to the Auger I go. Alright, now that I'm back in here, I just dump everything back in. And then I let the auger do its thing, as it turns copper into ingots, and then ingots into everything else. So, hopefully, I should have enough to at least get some plates to start building replacement stuff. I mean, I had hoped to have gotten enough copper to basically make 20 plates and 20 bolts. Yeah, 22s, but that doesn't appear to be the case. On the plus side, when I got 5 units of titanium armor, 5 units of steel armor, small amount of ammo, but then again, you know, haven't been really using the pistol and the shotgun, and it's, you know, these units of ammo that I'm more concerned about. I have 5 breach kits and 3 modular repair kits now, so where are they? There they are. I'm gonna grab all you guys and start effecting repairs. Also, I'm going to need 1 Gatling turret module. Can't get the door module because I need copper plates for that. I'm going to need, I can't get the pilot, that's the pilot seat. Don't want the pilot seat. I want, where's the gunner's seat? Seriously, where's the gunner's seat? Apparently I have the ability to customize which things turn on when I hit the controller button. No, didn't realize that was a thing. Here we are, gunner seat. And I need copper plates and dials for it. And do I need to make dials? Where are the dials? Some other components. Need copper plates for the dials. So basically, I need more copper. In the meantime, let me fix as much of this as I can. The walls and flooring certainly took a hit. All the components here seem fine. Although that's heavily damaged. I almost took out a second storage unit. Interesting. Alright, everything back here seems fine. I think they only really damaged the forward left side of the auger. So I'm sure there's still whole chunks of this thing that are broken and damaged. Which I won't actually find out until, well, close to... basically once I take this thing back into combat. But I can replace this turret now, even though I don't have a gunner seat for it. Actually, I need 2 gunner seats. Actually, no, the gunner seats are up top, so... What I can do is fix this thing. So that way I'm no longer staring at a busted hull, ceiling as I'm trying to pilot. Speaking of, I need 1 more storage module here. Except I need a chest for that, and chests require copper plates. So yeah, I guess I gotta spend the next 5 minutes looking for copper. Even more copper. Let's see if there's any scrap over here. I mean, there's a blast shelter over here. Is there any copper in here? I mean, some bolts, some scrap metal, and some sulfur. Fairly certain I'm good on bolts, but it can never hurt to have extra. That's really about it that's over here, I guess. It's over this way. I mean, even in Area 1, I didn't spend much time exploring the overworld. Just, again, because I was fighting cog after cog after cog. Now, I have as much time to explore as... Well, to be fair, I don't actually have much time to explore. There's nothing I can compare that to. Huh. Does that mean that there's an overland route to Area 3? You can just walk to? Well, of course not. If there was, I'd be able to walk to it, and that would defeat the purpose. So, there's this big old ravine. And it separates water, and I'm assuming lava. It separates areas 1 and 3. So I can't actually cross into Area 3 on foot. Which would probably be a death sentence given the fact that what's still actually over there. Alright, that's not breakable. Can, however, get this scrap iron. Well, copper, I should say. Oh, look, another blast furnace. Not furnace, blast shelter. Some copper, a spare map stand, which I still technically need to replace. And some more bolts, I think? I found something. I don't remember what. So where's the copper on the map? I just did an entire circle around this building and I didn't see it. But you know, it doesn't say much about my capabilities. I'm guessing those buildings are off in Area 3, because the border ridge looks like goes up and around through here. So, can't get over there. Oh, there we are. Anything else while I'm over here? I picked up an extra 30 copper, so hopefully that'll get me enough place to actually build all the basic replacement equipment that I need. A whole bunch of extra. Meantime, map can go right back here. One less thing I have to rebuild. I was saying the manufacturing units are just eating through the plates. Finished building, yeah, finished rebuilding everything. So now it's just essentially just building for. I say that as it burned through all the plates still. So, and I still haven't had a chance to rebuild the gunner seats or the storage unit. Still need the storage unit. I still need at least one gunner seat. Probably 11 gunner seats. Probably closer to 9, but worst comes to worst, I'll have a few spare gunner seats. But that means I'm still searching for copper. And iron. Also need to rebuild this door module as well. Might as well put that in the queue, as it were. Of course, the other one's building that. I don't need this one here, but you do need a door module as well as a window and a door. Just go underground. Let's see what copper I can grab underground in like 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Just shy of 4 minutes. Just get to the lava without melting. So that's 11 units of copper, technically 13. I think the scrap units are, as I said, worth 2 ingots worth, so. Now the scrap gets me twice as much as the ore. Although the scrap isn't as prevalent, I can only find them from the small rundown village areas.
copper, so I don't see the need as to why I should go into Area 2 for iron. I do also need more iron, but I need more iron to stockpile components for. I need the copper to actually build things with some components. Oh, that's interesting. Laser drill's been taken out, and this area is still blockable, blocked. So let's actually sneak around. I can grab this copper. And this iron. And this sulfur. Right, now if you've never seen the underground eruption, you'd think that, but you'd think, oh, there's no pyroclastic flow here, but you'd be wrong. It's a wall of lava, which, since I'm pointing away from the volcano at the time, I couldn't see. Just quickly grab these before it resets. And it's all reset. Not that I'm complaining, I mean, it's a good way to grab more copper and iron. In fact, how much ore do I have now? I got 28 iron, 50 sulfur, and 57 copper ore. So hopefully that'll be enough. And if it's not enough, then I guess I gotta head back here. So let me grab the scrap while I'm here. And if I can find it, let's head back out to Area 2. Where I can grab even more iron. Alright, so the enemy drill ship right now is set back at Rocky Trail. I'm guessing I can't pick this up. Didn't think I could. Let's hit Mountain View. Alright, so we're up top now, so let's open up everything. Stick everything back in here that I initially dumped off. I was going to wonder why it's not refining the iron, but I think it can only refine one thing at a time, or at the very least the auto controller can only refine one thing at a time, and it's set for copper first, so. Yeah, now that that's done, it's starting on the iron. And as far as I know, it again only needed the components, but what do the dials require? Where are the dials? Copper plate and one copper bolt. I don't have anything making dials, do I? Now I do. Of course, now I'm out of plates again. On the plus side, the door module's been made, as has the gunner seats. And I got so many gunner seats because I recognize that the drill ship, oh look, the cockpit X is also built. But I recognize that the drill ship is getting the snot kicked out of it, and it needs, well, more turrets. But I don't really have much space for the newer, more advanced turrets because they take up 2 squares. Instead, I was going to say I'm going to just break out my old turrets back out of storage, the submachine gun and the pistol and a couple shotgun ones. But the only modules I'm seeing here are the old refinery module, a bunch of old storage modules, and my tier 1 research module. I don't know where all the others went. Plus side, titanium armor. I don't think I scrapped them. Did I? I'd be peeved if I did. It's all power back here. Yeah, storages are open, so it should access every storage facility in all of them. Unless, much like a lot of the ammo that it says I was running low on, the older turrets were in the forward storage compartment, which exploded, and because it didn't switch to the other turret, the other storage compartments, they all, well, basically were destroyed, so... So I need copper plates for the pistol turrets, which they ate through all of them again. I also need them for the shotgun turrets, but I need iron for the submachine gun ones. So let's actually make 4 of those. I'm just going to move the sniper turrets back a little. Have them be a little bit more inside. What is this thing? This is door module. Oh, unless I can switch it between the 2 different styles of door modules. One where it's a door and a window, and the other one where it's just a door. Come on. I was going to say, before I forget, I should probably reset those turrets, but... and by turrets, I mean the gunner seats that they're assigned to. No more materials. What am I missing? Oh. Also, did... It never built the chest. Because I don't have anything auto-making chests. And now I don't have enough plates to actually make the chest with. So at least I have the door and window, right? Alright, so let's rig the auger for a dive once again. Let's move the mortar turret slightly closer to the inside. Of course, this is actually carriage 2, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the mortar turrets are fine where they were. And my plan is to put the pistol turrets next to the mortar turrets, and the submachine guns next to the snipers. That's why I moved the snipers further in. Now, I don't expect that the submachine gun turrets, when sitting right next to the, get you out of the way. Next to the, see you there for now. Sniper turret, submachine gun turrets next to the sniper turrets. I actually forgot what I was going to say. I don't expect them to be able to reach much out of the way of the auger to hit most of the cogs, but the more there for close-in hopeful X support. So, like while, for instance, let's put the door in here. You know, this Gatling turret should be able to shoot everything, like say, up on this cliff and whatnot. The submachine gun's turret's purpose, if it can't hit everything also on the cliff, is at the very least hit anything out by the door. So if they manage to break this turret and this door again, the submachine gun turret hopefully should be able to shoot anything that tries to enter. Or at the very least gets a little bit closer. So let's drop the auger once again, because I once again need more copper. Let's grab all this iron while I'm on the way, because I would say something else needs iron, and I think it's the 2 remaining submachine gun turrets that I'm trying to build. I should have plenty of coal, I say as I chronically run out of coal. And it's always when I think I have enough coal and stop trying to gather coals that when I run out of coal, so. Had over 200 of the stuff though. The point still stands though. Don't think I actually need more sulfur right now. Fairly certain it's even minded back out to the maximum. It's the only thing that I have an excessive amount of. And I think I actually grabbed all the, I would say the iron and copper, but there's still 1 unit of scrap metal here. I think I got most of the copper that I'm gonna find out on the open. So actually pop back up at the harbor for like 5 minutes. And I never put a gunner seat here. Alright, so that netted me the ability to replace all the bolts and tubes, and get 6 plates. So, I mean, so long as that's enough, that's all that matters end of day. And I'm also low on titanium once again. I mean, the Auger ever hungers. Coal isn't the only thing it ever hungers for. Okay, so that should be my 2 remaining submachine gun turrets. So they go here, here. No, this isn't the sniper turret. This is the sniper turret. Of course, I don't actually know which turret is which one. So, you know, that's a Gatling turret. Hang on. I need to orient myself. So this is the front of the drill ship. It's curving to the left. So this is the left-hand side. Inside the curve, and the drill ship's to the left, so it's the right-hand side, which is what which is what I should have been saying. And that's the Gatling turret, so this is the front one, so this is correct. This is a sniper turret. That's a Gatling turret over there, so this is the left-hand side, so this is correct. This is also left-hand side, and this is a sniper, and I think that's the mortar over there. So this is correct. Mortar, mortar, mortar. Here we are, sniper. Wrong side, though. Also wrong side. Mortar again. Gatling. Gatling, Gatling, Gatling. I think this is the correct sniper. So set that there. And I got 2 minutes, so break for dive. Shut these windows. Shut the drill ship down. And down we go. And I think I picked to clean all the easy copper, and I can't really get out of the wall. I can get out of the drill ship and mine copper on foot, but with 1 minute left before everything goes gray again, it's probably unwise. As I said, as I find 5 more units of copper. Although, one other thing that I can do is I can actually install the remaining 2 submachine gun turrets. I don't need the, as I run clean past them. I don't need the auger up to actually install the components. And boom! Where did I put the periscope? Unless that too got broken. I think that too got broken. Not that it matters, I'm actually not in soft soil. So let me grab these chunks of copper. Let me pop back down to grab some more copper and see if I can grab some iron, because I had planned originally on fixing what was broken on the auger, upgrading it with my spare turrets, not realizing that they had broken or at the very least got lost, and then try attempting to have one more climatic fight against the COG flagship. Sadly, more stuff was broken than I originally thought, and I needed more resources than I thought to actually repair and replace everything. In fact, I'm still technically working on the whole repair and replacing thing as it is. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get a chance to actually fight the flagship today, because it's taking forever just to gather everything, and in fact I'm still technically gathering everything now. If I stop and look at it all, now I got 60 units of copper ore, and I don't actually know how much iron scrap I just collected, but probably not all that much. I got 5 units of scrap, and if that gets 2, so I got 70 units of copper ingots that'll eventually be made, and I mean, I'm full on bolts and tubes, I just need plates, so I should technically be good in copper here. Iron is essentially the same, although I don't have nearly as much replacement ore as I do copper. And titanium, I once again need a whole pile of it. And I still technically need to replace the pistol turrets, so put them in there, and just for fun and lack of anything else, also make 2 shotgun turrets to stick at the end where the door modules go here. But I also need to replace this storage module, which I have yet to, which is what I need the titanium for. So I need a whole pile of stuff still, currently, and again. And I guess I just gotta pop back up and make what I have and see what I need. So, and then once everything is finally ready, I mean finally ready, I can break the auger once again against the flagship. Because something tells me by the time I get everything done, the volcano will erupt again, and by the time I get to the flagship, it'll be back up at Cog Hill, which means I will have not only the flagship to deal with, but the terrain as well. And I was hoping to catch it where it was lower, and I could be higher, and I could just simply lob turret shell after turret shell at the thing, or mortar shell, I should say, and break whole chunks of it off before I ever step foot even out of the auger. Alright. Let's say I'm not seeing where that copper ore is, but kind of a moot point. And the auger doesn't make things if I don't turn it on. So let me do that. One thing that I'm thinking of is, how does it to replace the storage module compared to a power plant? I mean, the power plant is less resource intensive. So what I'm thinking of is, and by less resource intensive, I mean it doesn't use a chest. Everything else is exactly the same. Actually has less health than the storage. My one thought was put power plants up front instead of the storages, so that way if they get destroyed I have to replace a power plant, not a storage, and everything in it. But the power plants are what's used to power the auger, and it looks like all my pistol turrets are actually done now. Interesting. Same with the shotgun turrets. Goody. And I'm still 3 units of copper away from making plates. And 4 units of iron from filling those out as well. But I don't think I'm actually have anything energy warning. Shut it all down. Alright, remember when I said that I always think I have enough coal until I run out of coal? I've run out of coal. Alright, so in addition to all the copper and iron and everything else that I need to get, the auger ever hungers for coal. So I'm going to have to grab some of that too. But all of that's going to be another issue for another time, because I'm going to have to call it here.
Everybody stay safe from the plague, and have a good day.